My brother uninvited me to Christmas saying, "This party is no place for losers." I replied, "You're right, winners pay their own bills." Then I canceled his kid's tuition and his wife's car lease immediately. When the repo man arrived, I had just gotten out of surgery. 3 days post-op, lying on my couch with a heating pad and a bottle of prescription painkillers when my phone rang. I thought maybe he was calling to check on me. We hadn't spoken since before the procedure. I answered on the second ring. He didn't ask how I was feeling, didn't ask about the surgery, the recovery, none of it. He just launched right in, said he and his wife were finalizing the guest list for their Christmas Eve party, and they were going in a different direction this year. High-end crowd, business contacts, people with a certain image, and I didn't fit that image. He actually used the word aesthetic. I asked if he was seriously uninviting me from Christmas because of how I looked. He said it wasn't just that, said I was stagnant, said I made the room feel heavy, said his wife was stressed enough without having to explain me to her colleagues. Then he said it. This party is no place for losers, just like that, casual, like he was commenting on the weather. I didn't yell, I didn't cry. I just said, "You're right, winners pay their own bills." He laughed, thought I was being sarcastic, told me to feel better, and hung up. What my brother didn't know, or maybe had simply chosen to forget, was that I had been quietly covering $4,500 a month of his life for the past 3 years, not as a gift. As a loan we'd agreed on verbally when he showed up at my door one night, crying, telling me his startup had collapsed and his wife was threatening to leave. I paid the private school tuition for his 2 kids directly to the school. I covered the lease on his wife's Lexus directly to the dealership. I sent a monthly grocery fund on top of that. He told everyone he'd gotten a new contract. He told his wife's friends he was between ventures. I never corrected any of it. I just kept sending the money because the kids didn't deserve to suffer for his bad decisions. 3 years, over $150,000. Not once did he say thank you. Not once did he ask when things might level out for me. I was a quiet person with a quiet life, and he mistook that for weakness. I opened my banking app before he'd even been off the phone for 10 minutes. I pulled up scheduled transfers, 3-line items. I canceled all of them, one by one. The school would notice first since the December payment was due in 2 days. It took exactly 48 hours. The admissions office called him on a Thursday morning to flag the missed payment. He called me 4 times before noon. I let it go to voicemail. His wife called twice after that. I let those go too. He finally got through on his 5th attempt. I answered and didn't say anything. He started screaming before I could get a word in. Said I was punishing innocent children. Said I was blowing up his family over a party invite. Said I was unstable from the surgery medication. Every sentence was louder than the last. When he finally stopped, I told him one thing. The money was always my choice, and it was never his right. He'd made that clear when he called me a loser. I wished him a good holiday and hung up. His wife texted me Christmas Eve. Said they had room after all. Said they'd set a place for me and that the whole thing had been a misunderstanding. I read it, set my phone face down, and went back to the movie I was watching. I found out what happened from their neighborhood community Facebook group, which I was still a member of. Someone posted a photo around 9 that night. No caption, just the image. His wife's white Lexus getting hooked to a tow truck in their driveway. The repo lights strobing orange through the front windows of a house full of Christmas party guests. You could see silhouettes standing at the glass watching it happen. The comments filled up fast. Someone wrote thought they were doing well. His wife replied from her account about 40 minutes later. Just a banking error. All sorted. She used a laughing emoji. 43 people liked that comment. I was not one of them. I haven't spoken to my brother since. The kids still text me sometimes. My nephew sent me a photo of a soccer goal he scored last month. I sent back a thumbs up and told him I was proud of him. That part I don't regret. The part where I kept funding a man who called me a loser while cashing my transfers every month, that part I should have ended 2 years ago. Some people have asked if I feel guilty about the kids losing their school. I think about that. But I also think about what those kids were being taught. That their aunt was lesser. That appearance is survival. That the people quietly holding things together don't belong at the table. I wasn't going to keep paying for that lesson. Winners pay their own bills. He said it first.